Lens Africa Television, the mirror of the continent.
Hello, you're welcome to another episode of Africa in the Diaspora on Lens African TV. I am King Bodumi, and here with me I have the founder of Tribal Tapestry, and in person or I will just do a social introduction within. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Excited today.
I love what you're wearing.
Thank you.
Like an angel.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, sir, please just introduce yourself to us. Just give us a full introduction of yourself.
Absolutely. My name is John James Olomo, and I am also locally known as Omowale from Shasha Kingdom, and I'm the founder of Tribal Tapestry. We help African Americans and others in the diaspora take DNA tests and find out the tribes that they come from in Africa, Nigeria, but all over Africa.
Okay. Well, it's a very good initiative, and I like the fact that it's not really based, it's not only for Nigerians, for other countries in Africa. So, okay, how do you connect this DNA with tribal tapestry? Just give us an overview of it. How do you tend to connect this together?
Right. So essentially, what our customers do is there's a cheek swab. You simply swab the cheek, send it off in the mail, and our scientists will analyze the DNA. There's a lot of data in our DNA database. We have a large amount of African tribes in our database, more so than regular DNA companies. So the difference between us and them is that we can actually help our clients know the specific tribes that they come from in Africa. And that way people are able to reclaim their African identity.
You said something, you talked about the jackpot phenomenon, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So how do you bring a solution to this jackpot phenomenon?
Right. So many people are leaving, right?
Yeah.
And from what I hear, the number one reason they leave is they want a better economic situation. So the way we see it, instead of focusing so much on people who have left, we need to focus on people who want to return. Okay. And when we focus on people that want to come back, those who have left will come back also. So through DNA testing, when a person finds out their tribe, they want to have a deeper connection with where they come from. Yeah. So if we were to take, let's just say 1% of African Americans, and that's about 2%, that's about 1 million people, and get them connected with their roots, they can start banking online in Nigeria. So they can actually open up bank accounts while living in the diaspora. Their deposits are here, but they are spending their money in the diaspora, right? And so that gives them the peace of mind that I can spend money at home where I live, but I've got my bank accounts at home where I come from, you see? And the more deposits that we have in the bank, that's more reserves that bank can then lend to business owners here in Nigeria. That creates more jobs in Nigeria. And with better jobs and a better economy, less people are going to leave, you see. The other thing is the increased reserves allow Nigeria to stabilize the Naira and prevent all of the fluctuations and the spikes in the Naira. And it also allows the country to not have to borrow money from the IMF. You see, when you borrow from the IMF, they can pull that lever and raise the price of that money. And that creates political instability in African nations like it's done over and over again.
All right, so Mr. Omowale, how has it been like for you, and how did you get to connect with Shasha Kingdom? And also, what was the first impression the king had?
Yes.
You when you first.
Yes. When I first met King of Shasha Kingdom, The meeting was funny. The first half of it was kind of cold. The second half, it was hot, because we really connected around Isheshe, the Orisha, and the culture. I love Yoruba culture, and the king does as well. And we also see the same vision for how strong Nigeria can be when we connect its diaspora and bring them back home. And so I've gone through a series of different Yoruba rites, rites of passage, initiations, etc. And I'm making a long story short there, but many different initiations, rites, rituals, and things have evolved. The king has decided to fully adopt me as the son of Shasha Kingdom, and he has given me a title, Omo Oba, Prince of Shasha Kingdom.
Oh, that's nice. Omoba. Okay. So do you have other bodies that that are willing to carry this beautiful mission of yours?
Yes, we have a lot of support. The king of Shasha Kingdom has been of tremendous support to our mission. Yeye Odwa,
Okay.
Queen Mother, is a very strong advocate, and we are aligned with her cultural center, because through her cultural center, you can actually take the African names in your family tree and find out the local village or government area that a person comes from. And so that's a very big alignment and collaboration that we have with her. And there are others. There are others in high places and every place, in the middle, if you will, that are supporting this mission. I feel like the time is really right for something like this. We didn't have a time in the past where someone in the diaspora could online bank
Right.
from Nigeria and the US at the same time, right? That didn't exist. We didn't have artificial intelligence that could crunch so much data so fast and match people based on their genetic markers, so that you discover, oh my God, I am related to this African person who's in my tribe and we're family. And then you can get on the phone and talk to those people like I have personally done. So these are very unique times. R.A. Ona Kakanfo, he is also of huge support with our mission. So we're very lucky. We're blessed and fortunate to have people of this caliber giving us wind beneath our wings.
Wow, amazing. All right, okay, let me come to you personally. How was it for you? How was it like for you to retreat back? You lived all your life in the US. You were born there. So how was it like for you? Was it really challenging?
It was very hard to trace my roots. It took many years. On our family tree, through records research, we were able to go back to the 1800s, 1822, and 1822, 23, and determine who that guy was. But we knew that he came from a Yoruba man, and we didn't necessarily know who that was. And through artificial intelligence and genetic matching, DNA technology, I was able to find my cousin, Olomo,
Okay.
in Texas, sent the messages for 3 months. And finally, before my first trip to Nigeria, about 4 days before, he called me on the phone, and it was like talking to long lost family member. He calls me up and he just says, "Hey, cousin."
Aww.
I said, "Hey, cousin," and we still talk to this day.
That's good. And I think I feel your name, Omowale,
Yes,
everywhere.
yes,
right?
yes.
Because
Omowale,
yes,
it means the child who is returned home, as you know.
you can see.
And Iba Gani Adams gave me that
Oh,
name.
really?
Yes.
All right. What's your advice to everyone? And what I think you should have something you want to say to people. What's your advice for them? Especially those people that they find it very difficult to trace their roots, and for those people that are outside Nigeria and even across Africa? What's your advice for them generally?
My advice is if someone is finding difficulty tracing their roots, go to traveltapestry.com.
Okay.
We are able to help with DNA testing. Very soon, we have coming online records where people can build their family tree. And I'm talking lots of data and lots of records, census records, marriage records, birth, death certificates, slave records, so that people can actually find out and do the research generation by generation and go back as far as they can so that they can actually come all the way back to Africa like I was able to do.
So it was more of like you being an example to everyone.
Yes.
I think you deserve more than a round.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Omowale.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's Omowale me, I will call you, not Mr. James.
Yes.
Omowale.
Yes. Absolutely.
All right, so that's all we have for you on Africa in the Diaspora. I hope you had fun with us, and I hope you learned one or two things from our awesome guest, Mr. Omowale. Yeah, so I would like you guys to go on our social media platforms, like our page, like our videos at Let's Africa TV. I am Kenny Boduri. Bye.